Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Consider a copper coil and a bar magnet. Suppose the north pole of the bar magnet moves towards the coil. An EMF is induced at the ends of the copper coil. When the north pole of the magnet is moved away from the coil, then also an EMF is induced in the coil, but it will be opposite in direction as in the previous case. Suppose the bar magnet is made stationary. Bar magnet is not moving now. If the bar magnet is stationary, no EMF is induced across the ends of the coil. Why is it so? When the north pole is moving towards the coil, the magnetic flux linked with the coil increases. Hence, induced EMF and induced current is generated in the coil. Suppose induced current is flowing in the anti-clockwise direction. But when the north polarity of the magnet is moved away from the coil, the induced current is generated in the opposite direction as in the previous case. That is, now when the magnet is moved away, the flux linked with the coil decreases gradually with time. Accordingly, induced current flows in the clockwise direction. But when the magnet is held stationary, no flux change, no magnetic flux change happens in the coil. So, no EMF is induced or no induced current flows through the coil. Let us see what is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. It has got two parts. First part states that an EMF is induced in a coil when magnetic flux through the coil changes with time. That is what, when the magnet is held stationary, no EMF was induced. Now, what is the quantity of the induced EMF? The magnitude of the induced EMF in a circuit or coil or a closed loop is equal to the time rate of change of magnetic flux through the circuit or coil or closed loop. So, whenever the magnetic flux linked with the coil vary, an EMF is induced, and the induced EMF is proportional to rate of change of magnetic flux, or E equal to minus d phi b by dt, where d phi b is the magnetic flux change in time dt. Now, if the coil is having n turns, all the coils are associated with the flux variations. Therefore, the expression for the total induced EMF is given by E equal to minus n times d phi b by dt. What does this negative sign indicate? The negative sign indicates the direction of EMF and hence the direction of current. The direction of current or direction of EMF is indicated by the negative sign. Next, let us see what is Lenz's law. According to Lenz's law, the polarity of the induced EMF in the coil is such that it tends to produce a current which opposes the change in magnetic flux that produced it. For example, let this be a circular coil. A bar magnet is moved towards the coil. Flux linked with the coil increases. Induced current passes through the coil in the anti-clockwise direction, which produces a north polarity in the coil on the face near to the magnet. Why the north polarity is created? Because the direction of induced current try to oppose the cause. Cause is north pole of the magnet moving towards the coil. Hence, induced current produces a north polarity in the coil which pushes the magnet away from the coil. When magnet is moved towards the coil, work is done on the system. Induced current produces north polarity which pushes the magnet away from the coil. Here the work is done by the system. Hence the net work done in the system will be 0. Look at the second diagram. In this is the copper coil and this is the bar magnet. Here the north pole of the bar magnet is moved away from the coil. Flux linked with the coil decreases. Induced current flows in the clockwise direction, which produces a south polarity on the face of the coil near to the magnet. Due to the south polarity, the magnet is attracted towards the coil. In the first case, the bar magnet is moved away. Work is done on the system. The coil produces induced current. It becomes a dipole and the dipole attracts the magnet towards it. Work is done by the system. Hence, here also the net work done is 0. Hence, we can say the Lenz's law is in accordance with law of conservation of energy.